Here we go. Hello, I am Zach. Welcome back. Now, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be reading my spec script on on what I believe would happen if Natsu Dragneel would be in My Hero Academia. Okay? Now there will be a couple things that are going to be changed with both the main cast and and everything through. Okay? One of the biggest changes is you'll have to listen very carefully when it comes out. Now, with that being said, let's get into the what if. Now, let's get into the story. Now, in this world, Azuka Midoriya was never born because Inko never met the man that would have been her husband. Now, the reason being is one day she was walking alone in a forest, just wandering around. Then all of a sudden she heard a small little child crying. Saying, Deixa fate, você voltego, fate, fate, washa food, wash for shoe, heldo, heldo. Mrs. Inko decided to walk over to talk to this young little boy and to see what was going on. And she tried very hard, but she couldn't understand him. So she let out a hand and picked the young boy up and brought her this little boy home. Little did she know, she was carrying the future number zero hero. Now, oh, fast forward, or a time fast forward. She brought the little boy to the police station to see if he had any family. When they took his DNA, put it in the system to see if he had any familiarity to anyone, and they couldn't. He did not exist at all. So she started the process of adopting this lovely young boy. Now, it took a little long to teach him the proper etiquette, how to speak, and the proper way how to read and write. Luckily, she had her friend along with her. Her friend would be the Bakugo. So, luckily, you she was able to subside this. Then one day, she was cooking in her kitchen, and then she drops a pan on top of the um, stove, and the stove blows up in her face, pushing her back. She was about to run and grab the fire extinguisher. Then the little boy, named um, Midoriya, decided to who walk up, and then she's seen something amazing. He started eating the fire. She's like, oh, he has a quirk. How fascinating. Eating fire. Huh. The little boy looks at Midori. Hold up. 1 second. I have to go save my cat. Ah! Of course, there's this. Oh, come on. Get in here. Come on. Are you going to be good now? No? Okay. I guess you just wanted to bother me. What happened? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, a little Azuku had decided to go to the quirk doctor. Now, the when Inko got to the doctor, she carried a little lighter in her pocket. She didn't know why. She just had a feeling. Feeling. Then, oh, you knock that off. Come here. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Just lay in there. Cats. I know. Okay, back to the story. Ozuku decided when Midoriya's got to the quirk doctor, the quirk doctor took an x-ray and said, Midoriya, he's quirkless. See, right here, he has no quirk. His toe joint. What are you doing? Of course you're doing this when I'm recording. Anyway. Yeah. There. You happy now? You're in Dad's lap. Anyway, when the doctor told Midoriya this, Mrs. Inko this, she said, no, he has a quirk. She pulls out the lighter and puts it directly in front of his face and says, here, want a snack? Lights it up, and he just eats the fire. The quirk doctor was amazed by this. Yes. Here, you want to sniff this? Is that what you want? You little turd. Anyway, and he's like, huh, weird. I'm going to put it down as, don't eat my headphones. Mrs. Midoriya, I'm just going to put it down as fire breathing. The little boy says, no, it's not fire breathing. Huh? Everyone looks at him and says this. It's called fire dragon magic. I don't know what the quirks are all about, but I just call it magic. The doctor looks at the little boy and goes like, no, 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 no. You're going to pull my computer down with you. Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead and eat my chair. Go ahead. Anyway. The doctor says, okay, fire dragon magic. Okay, that can be your quirk. Whatever. Anyway, now since Deku had a quirk, he did not get really bullied by the other students. Now, Bakugo was frustrated because he wanted the most flashy quirk. But when he realized that Deku could breathe fire and punch with fire, he was like, and he had already had these awesome name moves on him. He was like, but doesn't matter. Deku can be Deku. Then fast forward a few years on the day of the slime attack. Midoriya was walking home under the normal bridge, and the uh, uh, the sewer cap blasts off, and before young Midoriya could tell what was going on, the slime attacked him. And said, I'm going to use your body technique. Then, before Izuku had a chance to even breathe fire, a man and blasts out his sword and says, "No worry, citizens, because I am here." No, 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 don't eat that. I have to go. Don't eat that. Hopefully the cat. I kicked the cat out. Hopefully you don't hear him during the rest of this recording. Ugh. Okay. That was my cat, Newt. Lovable little guy, really. Anyway. Hey, hey, Majori already knew who who he was and everything about him. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about the light. Anyway, Midoriya had basically nerded out. Um, hadn't really nerded out like before, but he still had his journal because he had to learn how to properly read and write. And since heroes had this interesting called quirks, he started his little project on that. Now, All Might signed in the little notebook as always. And before anything, he was like, "Wait!" And and the same thing happens in canon. They go to the rooftop, up, and All Might is sitting there, explained that he got injured quite years back and everything. And Vittorio is like, "Huh." And then All Might says, "What was your question anyway?" Is it possible that I could become a hero even with the quirk I have? Uh, it's it's not really a quirk, it's magic. And All Might looks at him and says, "You can call it whatever you want. It's your power. Is it possible for you to become a hero? Plausibly. But quirkless people exist. There's not much they can do about it." Got it. And he says, "What brings this up? Don't you have a quirk?" He's like, "No, I have magic." Magic? Okay. What makes your ability more magical than others? He's like, "Well, I don't have a toe joint." Okay. Huh. I guess you just evolved to have one. Yeah, whatever. All Might climbs down. They hear this big explosion. Midoriya runs over, sees the slime creature attacking Bakugo. Yes, Bakugo was never the nicest, but he didn't deserve that. Uh, and the three heroes could not do anything that was already there. So, oh, there's an urge, urge to move. Then all of a sudden, he moved. Then, and he looked over, seeing a big house on fire, and the water hero was trying his best to put out the flames, but it wasn't ceased. The young boy walks over to the hero and says, "Hey, let me help." The hero goes, "Citizen, please get back. Please get back. This is very dangerous." Next, young Midoriya walks up and says, "Let me help." He goes like this: "Fire dragon, iron lungs." and the inferno started blasting towards him. And then, and this weird magic thing pops over his, his face, and all the fire just absorbs into him. The water hero is amazed, like, "What? You ate it? Okay, weird quirk, but okay." And then the water hero's like, "You'll do great for wildfires and whatnot. Are you planning on becoming a hero?" And the young boy goes like, "Yeah, just hold up. Hey, do you think you can blast him out?" And doesn't really talk, but rushes over, uh, and grabs Abs, Abs, Bakugo and thrusts him out. Fire Dragon, Iron Fist, punching the guy in the eye, but at the same time grabbing him with his arm and thrusting him out, slamming them both out. Then All Might is looking at this, just like, this kid is really amazing. Anything. And then, and something really cool happens. All Might finds the strength and to come in and blasts the sludge monster into millions of pieces. Midoriya and Bako Go is then seen going home, and saying, Bakugo is like, "Midoriya, that was nice of you." And Midoriya is like, "No problem." Well, but then, and he's like, "Well, this is my way home. You better not do anything like that again. You hear me?" And Deku's like, "Yeah, I, I shouldn't do that again. But I just had this weird urge to save you. I don't know why." And Bakugo's like, "Well, I gotta head home before my mom blows up the house." And he's like, "Yeah, probably." On the way home, Midoriya is then stopped by the skinny man and saying, "I am here with a request, young man." The young man then says, "All Might." He's like, "Yes, young Midoriya, I have a special request for you. You said that you didn't know if you could become a hero due to your quirk, or what you use as magic. But what I seen today was very heroic, young man. And I would like to send you an offer. I would like to train you apprentice under me." And uh, holding his heart, and it's like, "I thought I would never get the chance to do this because I've always had magic, never a quirk." And he goes like, "Yeah, and you need to cut that out, by the way. You have a quirk, or you can name it whatever you want, but it's a quirk. Got it? Okay." Hey, hey, anyway, hey, hey, young Midoriya, I'm going to, if you wish, meet me at Dagobah Beach tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Since it is Saturday, just tell your parents you're going to the beach. Anyway, on the way. Anyway, next morning at 8 a.m., Midoriya is seen at Dagobah Beach. Dagobah Beach was the dump. Hump. Um, and it's like, someone should really clean this place up. Maybe after or All Might gets here, I could probably convince him to, after we're done with however he's going to train me, he's going to allow me to clean this place. "Oh, young Midoriya, I see that you're already thinking about cleaning up the beach, young man." Uh, Midoriya looks up and it's like, "Yeah, this place is a dump. It's sad, really. Well, that's one of the reasons why I've came here to come out here. You probably already do your daily push-ups, jumping jacks, and whatnot due to school, right? Yeah. Well, by the end of the summer, or by the end, in about 8 months or so, this beach will be cleaned up, and you'll have a new stretch of power. Um, just so, yeah, just so this way, the Midoriya acts. I have one caveat. If I'm going to clean this out, I'm not going to use what you refer as a quirk on any of these projects. Because, yes, training my quirk is a good idea, uh, but uh, training the physical body is just as important. And, All Might looks at him and says, I was actually going to suggest that. Okay, about 4 months into cleaning, and the beach has cleared out, the water looks great, and all the garbage of random trash can was all moved out. All Might approaches and goes like, "Well, young man, and you do it excellent." Yeah, excellently. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Anyway, what was your thing that you were talking about? When we started, you're going to pass power on to me or something? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Young man, what you did over the last couple months was extremely, extremely good. I'd like to pass on a memento to you. Eat this. What? Yeah, have this bottle of water while doing it. It will make it a lot faster. This is how my quirk is transferred. The real thing can be disappointing. Sorry. Cat, I'm going to throw you through the roof one of these days. But I love that thing so much. Whatever. Anyway, a Midoriya consumes the hair, and he's like, "Oh, I don't feel anything." Yeah, it's going to take a day or so. Oh, just meet me back here tomorrow around the same time. The next morning, Midoriya goes out and says, "Wow, I feel powerful. This is weird." Yeah, you have about 2 months for the entrance exam. Um, luckily, luckily, we can train one for all while doing so. Huh. You know what? Yeah. Uh, he goes like this. Uh, Before I think of anything, let's go to UA so this way we don't distract or harm any civilians. Midoriya was like, I don't want to because I don't want anyone believing I get special permission or anything. I want to do the test legitimately. And All Might goes like, don't worry about that. It's super sweet, but trust me. Even recommendation students that get in there purely by recommendations still have to take the same type of test to make sure that they're actually ready for UA. Okay, I'm going to take your word on it. Okay, young man, and let's do it. Yep. They go to UA, go to this big simulated city, and with the small little nurse lady. Oh, you! All Might. If he hurts himself too badly, you're gonna get my cane. Yeah, it's fine. Recovery girl, it's fine. Midoriya is like, recovery girl? Yeah, isn't she the lady that heals you by kissing you, but it zaps your energy? I'm pretty sure or all it does is speed up the recovery period and whatever. And recovery girl's like, oh, I'm surprised you've heard about me. I don't have a flashy quirk, so I wouldn't have assumed anything. Principal Nezu then comes out of uh, All Might's pocket and goes like, "Yeah, yeah," and about, and then he goes into a tirade about Nezu, saying how he's an animal with a quirk and it's so awesome and everything. Anyway, he grabs the ball and he All Might hands the ball to Midori and says, "I just need you to use my quirk, all for one, and throw the ball as far as you can." Okay. But he grabs the ball, throws it, breaking his arm in the process. And he's like, "Ah!" Recovery Girl kisses him. It's all better now. He's like, "Yeah, for the next 2 months, we'll be working on your output." 2 months have passed, and Midoriya is about to enter the examination site. And then he walks through and trips and falls. He's about to smack himself on the ground, then he feels the weightless. He goes like, "What? What happened?" It happened. It happened. And and in and then Uraraka says, "Sorry, usually I ask people, but since falling on the first day would have been bad luck, I just assumed that you didn't want to fall." And he goes like, "Yeah, thank you." So, oh, on the first day, Bakugo walks over and says, "Come on, nerd. Before you mess this up, let's get this done and over with." "Yeah, coming, Bakugo." Oh, inside the SAM site. And, and, and Midoriya is sitting there thinking to himself, "Man, this is such an instant progress. Let's do it." And then the first, second, and third pointers were all explained. Then this kid with an engine stands up and says, "Sir, you missed this. Blah, blah, blah. That's still canon." And then points at Midori and says, "You need to be quiet. Uh, you're distracting your fellow contestants." And Midori is like, "Huh? Sorry about that." And, Midoriya takes the written exam, passes, and is on to the physical exam. Um, and then looking up at the giant doors of UA, and is about to talk to Uraraka, but and then and the same boy with the engines on his legs points at him and says, "She's trying to concentrate. Don't distract her. That would be very rude." Midori goes like, "Oh, I'm not distracted. I was just trying to say thank you for picking me up this morning because I fell." And he goes like, "Really?" It's like, "Yeah, that's all I wanted." And then the doors slam open, and Midori goes like this. "Well, I think that's our cue. Uh, let the testing begin."